What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Slackers, bringing you guys our next matchup in the upgraded tournament. It is Friday. It is a great Friday. A little later today, the first video from Raid Boss Season 2 kicks off, and boy, it was a good one, a dominant one. That's in a few hours after this video gets uploaded. So, if you're into that, check it out. It's a good one, I promise. But, yeah, otherwise, I just absolutely got raided in Ark and I lost everything. That has nothing to do with this video. Why did I mention that? Never mind. Welcome back to the channel, though. But, so, new people, if you're wondering what this is. It's very simple. We took a bunch of characters, put them into a tournament, and then each day on the channel, each day on the channel, I upload one of the matches from the tournament. How the matches work, I'll talk about the two characters, maybe some facts and moveset pool, stories, whatever it might be, and then we vote between one of the two. Yes, you can vote for both. Keep that in mind. But, yeah, there are a few rules that we need to follow. So, rule time. All right, rule number 1. This whole tournament is for fun. And you also have to be open-minded. All right? Yeah, rule 1, you got to be open-minded. So, just, I guess, keep that in mind. Yeah. Anyway, next rule. You only get 1 vote per person. We keep it fair that way. If there's anything that seems suspicious, I will throw votes away. I will not count them, alright? So keep it fair, 1 vote per person. How do you vote, though? That's simple. Down in the comments, type the name of the character you're voting for. That is completely fine. Completely fine. Alright? Like I said earlier, you can even vote for both characters if you really want. Simple. Easy, alright? Rest of the rules, double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times before being eliminated from the tournament. Then once we get to the results to determine the winner and loser of each individual match, if there happens to be a tie in the votes, we're going to flip a coin on camera. Fairest way to break a tie. And then each matchup, voting-wise, only lasts for just 1 week. Those are the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video. Alright, let's go over the results from last week very quickly. And last week, we had a matchup between Square Enix and Konami. It was Gino taking on Goemon from the Mystical Ninja series. And I think most of us could probably assume how this one went. Gino won this one fairly easily. 47 votes for Gino. Goemon only 17. So, but there's definitely some people that dislike Gino. That's okay. I'm not going to tell you who to like and who to dislike. People are like, yeah, I dislike Gino so much, so they voted Goemon. Totally fine. It's okay. You vote for who you want. That's the whole point of this. So, congrats. Gino moves on to the next run of the winner's bracket. Goemon ends up dropping to the loser bracket. Still in it, but 1 more loss, and then he's done. Speaking of being done, well, we're not, so bad segue. Next matchup today is a really good one. We have Bomberman from the Bomberman franchise. Yes, that assist trophy Bomberman. And he's taking on Pauline from the Mario universe. Let's jump into it, shall we? So, Bomberman, look, I love Bomberman. Top 10 character, top 7, top 8 character that I personally want. When you look at the roster by now, you look at all the third-party characters, and you just kind of go, shouldn't Bomberman be in the roster? Shouldn't he be playable already? I think most of us can agree, even the ones that aren't that enthusiastic about Bomberman would probably agree that he deserves and he should have been in the roster by now, right? He's Bomberman. He has great legacy. He's been around for decades, been across multiple Nintendo systems and consoles, and even PlayStation and Xbox consoles as well. He's been all over the place. He's legacy in gaming, right? He's one of the icons of the world, right? And it's just kind of, it's weird how he never got playable. And then, you know, flashback a few years, find out that he's in Smash Bros. As an assist trophy. What? We almost had it. We almost had it. It was so like, yes! And then all the wind just gets sucked out of you like, oh, this road again? Why? Why do you do this? Again, I don't know the negotiation rights. I don't know if Konami said, alright, you can have Bomberman, but he's not a playable character. Or maybe Konami was like, alright, you want Bomberman? This is what we're going to ask for him if you want him to be playable. I don't know. We don't know. So, maybe there's something in the licensing rights. Maybe there's... Who knows? Negotiations are weird between companies. And, right, especially Konami, they've been kind of strange this past generation in gaming, but they might be kind of doing somewhat of a comeback for console games, so I don't know. But Bomberman, though, Man, he's so awesome. Moveset, he just pulls out bombs and explodes people. But that's the thing. I always say, bombs, yeah, that might be the vast majority of his moveset, but that's not just what he does. It's not just pull out a bomb, explode. There's big bombs, little bombs. You can kick bombs, throw bombs, block, punching, kicking, headbutts. It's just, when he kind of comes down to it, he's a real simple concept character. There's nothing really, like, in-depth that you really have to go into for him, which is alright. I mean, not every character needs this super high, flashy gimmick. Some characters are just like, hey, I do ABC, so put me in the game and I'll do ABC. Simple. I don't need some power meter. I don't need something that charges me up. I don't need to do whatever. I don't need to have a gimmick per se. Even though, so far, all the DLC characters, except for Arms, because we haven't seen that yet, but it should be coming up within the next month. Can we get the Arms rep already? I'm starting to go a little crazy. Usually, I'm pretty patient with this stuff. Like, it'll come, but, like, I'm just kind of, we need Arms. We need the character. Let's go right. It'll get here. It'll get here. But, yeah, Bomberman, though, moveset easy. People still want him, at least in this tiny little tournament that I do. People want him. People vote for him. He's often one of the final, not like final two, but probably a good top 10 finisher when it comes to characters in tournaments, at least the tournaments that he's in. He's constantly finishing towards the top with a lot of votes. So I expect this tournament, especially this one, to pretty much be the same. Like, look, this is upgraded tournament for a reason, right? It's upgraded for a reason. Bomberman has to, if we do get an upgraded character to playable, Bomberman, even though, yes, Konami and all that stuff, he still has to be in the conversation. No, not he has, he is in the conversation, or at least he better be. If not, poor Bomberman. But I'm still a big fan. He's getting my vote in this one, and I haven't even talked about his opponent, who's Pauline. So, Pauline in the Mario series, right? Mario series always gets new reps. Not a surprise. Mario's Nintendo's flagship program. It is their icon. It is their franchise. You know, it's their number 1A thing. So to get more characters from that franchise, nobody will ever be surprised. Can you make the case that Mario's I don't want to say overrepresented, but do they have enough representation? Sure, I'll say no, because they could still use one more. But do they absolutely need any more? Again, I'll still say yes, but I think you get where I'm saying. So, Pauline is interesting in a few rights, because we all know she's recently come back into gaming. She's had a somewhat of a resurgence. Big role in Super Mario Odyssey, was put into Smash Bros. As a spirit in Mario Tennis Aces, right? That's the one for the Switch. That one, she was in there. She was in the Mario Kart Tour, the mobile game. So, Nintendo's using her again, which is, like, great. Nintendo has so many characters and franchises, just a plethora of them, that there's some that people probably don't even know of. And it's kind of like, alright, they're never going to use that again. But when they do, it makes the character that much more special. Like, they're back! We did it! Like, let's go! I'm a fan of this guy. I like how they could do. I like how they could play. All that sort of stuff, which is phenomenal. I always hate to see a video game character, even if it's somebody I'm not particularly fond of. I don't like seeing something just disappear. That's not fun. That's not fun. You created them for a reason. Use them somehow. Especially Mario characters the most. When you have all these Mario spin-offs, sports, party, other stuff I'm forgetting. There's so many Mario spin-off games, even mainline Mario games, that you can you can't tell me that you can't find some place for them to fit in one of those games, right? Even if it's like one-off. Remember, was that Mario Kart DS? I think it was the DS. Anybody remember that? This has nothing to do with Pauline. Remember Queen Bee? She was a playable character. I'm pretty sure that was Mario Kart DS. That was like, what? Where did that come from? That was, what? Queen Bee of all things. So it's like, they have all these characters and Pauline coming back, which is great. And I think she's kind of, I mean, she's gaining a lot more attention recently, but I do think she's kind of like a sneaky pick for base roster. You know, if you're going to say, all right, next Smash game, no matter if you say reboot, a soft reset, or just continue on from Ultimate, whatever path, odds are we're probably get a new Mario character. Pauline's got to be in there, right? Nintendo's pushing her. Her fans are showing up. She's out there, and she's good. And, moveset-wise, I think you could go the musical route. I kind of think that would be a very fun idea. So, singing, playing some instruments. I know she's got a purse. Maybe, a couple hip attacks, feet kicks, punch, something like that you could end up doing there. So, I think there's definitely potential there. But, again, Pauline is not necessarily a character I don't want to say I'm not rooting for her, but I'm not rooting for her, if you know what I mean. So, especially in the Mario series, there's plenty of characters I'd much rather see ahead. Just to name a few, of course, Waluigi, some form of Toad, whether it's regular Toad, Captain Toad, Toadette, Toadsworth, regular Toad, whatever, King Boo, those are just a few that I feel would deserve their place before Pauline. My opinion, though, so I could be wrong. Maybe if I am, it's okay. But, yeah, let me know who you guys are voting for. I already told you, Bomberman's like a top 8, top 7 character for me. He easily has my vote in this one. Who are you guys voting for? Bomberman, Pauline, or both? All are good. Another reminder, a few hours after this video goes live, Raid Boss #1 for Season 2, the kickoff. It is here. It was big. It was dominant. You're not going to want to miss it. I promise. It is absolute show. Fun stuff. And if you like weird spirit sets, you're gonna see something a little strange. So that is later today. Today's wrapping up, but sneak peek for tomorrow. Tomorrow's results we will get from Midna from the Legend of Zelda series, who's taking on Jill Valentine. Whatever. No, wait. Yeah, stay. Okay. Well, yeah, it was Midna taking on Jill Valentine, and then the matchup for tomorrow. What's the matchup for tomorrow? Oh, that should be an interesting one. Tomorrow's matchup, we have Isaac from Golden Sun taking on a brand new competitor in any of these tournaments, a new Pokemon, Gengar. We'll see how that one plays out. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.